Welcome, welcome everybody. Okay, I think we're all ready and set to go. Welcome to tonight's stream between WRT and SOH here on SME with Hospice as the middle point. Got some buddies building some nodes real quick. As is tradition in competitive Helios, the players are assigned beforehand as to who will be building nodes. And here we have Apollo, Papa Charlie, and Flip hammering away, taking care of these right in the beginning. So that way, the team doesn't have to worry about them. And remember, in competitive Helios, for most leagues, nodes are indestructible, which means if you try to destroy them, you will violate the rules and most likely cause your team a loss. I would have to say that it's pretty much followed for the most part. I don't think we've seen any real serious violations over the years. I think all teams respect that. They just don't want to be bothered with wanting to have to rebuild them and over again. And plus, who wants to spend their entire game with the use key being held down? Oh, come on now. I don't want that. Neither do you. Anyways, everybody, I am your host tonight, Smithers, for this off-season competitive league matchup, 30 versus 30, here on SME with Hospice as the midpoint. Can you believe it? Hospice. Not Checkpoint. Not SME. Hospice. I have not casted Hospice in a decently long time. And so it's a nice mix. So in 30s, remember, we're going to see a lot of open map space. I think I'm done with the script for my 30s breakdown video. I think I just finished it a couple hours ago. I've been rereading it over the past week and a half, maybe the 2 weeks, tweaking this, tweaking that, and I think it's ready. Pretty sure it's ready. So hopefully I'll have that out very soon for everybody to see. 5 seconds left to the wall drop. So Hospice is favored historically to be capped by the Axis first. A little bit easier approach into the hard cap. And you definitely, the Allies try to recap from the south for most of the time. Over here in the open field, most likely it's going to be a stalemate unless the Allies can maintain their outposts on this side of the building. Now this building, remember, you can't get inside of it. So there's nothing to do, really. It's just this big wall block, if you will, roadblock. One Rocketeer, Patefield. No way! Oh, no! It's right beyond. Let's see if he has a second one. Here comes the second rocket. Oh, man. Oh, the Stewie. Oh, Ghost. Got a little confused there. Oh, no, something happened. Rocket sails over to the left. Very close rockets, though. It would just fizzled out at the last second. Just beyond the range. Okay, so WRT begins to get out. And the opening clash will begin. We have some bodies down to the south, but looks like WRT is mainly sending their bodies up to the north. Neymar. No, Neymar holds. Throwing a couple grenades to the opposite side. Look at that split. Havoc's the first one across. We have a Luke's, though, going on forward here. Che, one rocket to the back. Che's going to have one more shot, maybe. Che! Yo, Che! Oh, over to the right just a little bit, buddy. And the Luke's will continue on. One rocket from Radek. Oh, there we go. Over to the right. I think there was another Stewie, I believe, in Pizza Slice. Yeah, okay. Stewie's able to clean it up. And the cap goes back in favor of WRT just a little bit. Overhead rocket sails. Where's that going? Oh, okay. Just to the open field. Now, we usually do see the opening P4 up to the north, but I don't see that. The opening Panzer IV. We have a recon tank down to the south. Did the opening P4 already get destroyed? No. Can't be. Right? Can't be. Opening P4? Question mark? There's a Sherman. P4 coming up from top HQ. Maybe they did lose it. Wow, that happened real fast. I don't see a carcass. Got a garrison over there to the left by the Belgian gate. Interesting. I do not know what happened. Another Stewie up here north of Pizza Slice. Papa Charlie loading up the rocket. Papa Charlie. Oh, fires a little bit too short. Another rocket from Papa Charlie, but hits no man's land. Sherman 75 begins to push up. Panzer IV is not that far away. Hold on. Is that the P4? What? Oh, I am so confused. Okay, let's just go check. Okay. Everybody has their own type of opening strategy. Conan coming over to the back. Sherman 75 still holding. And WRT will come away with the first capture here on SME. SOH will begin setting up resetting their outposts over. Hold on. We got a Puma over to the back. Or sorry, the Greyhound. Greyhound's going to begin moving over to the left to try to get behind that other medium. Now this P4 may have a chance. I'm not 100% sure, but the Greyhound does notice the garrison up there to the north. So they will be able to take that out. Blueberry spawn in. The Greyhound holds. Gets a couple. Chakal jumps out. Jumps back in. This P4 gets bamboozled right in the middle of the hard cap. Rocketeers all over it. Greyhound marked in the back line. Other P4 begins to push up. Puma up to the northeast in Pizza Slice. Puma circling around the rears is going to see that Sherman 75 in just a second. Yep. They pause. Looking to line up that shot. Yosego and Potoquino going to be pushing up here. Now we're going to have some raspberries over to the right in Pizza Slice. KO. Oh, dies out of the way. Nice move there by KO. Support player, so we're not going to be able to affect the Puma from the back. Puma's continuing to move here. We got the Stewie on the road. Rocket from the left. Ratak. Stewie lines up. Ricochets off the back. One rocket to the booty. Puma keeps going, though. Can Ratak line up another one here? Ratak jumps a little bit. Another jump. Fires. Oh, it's the grenade from Flip. Okay. Post-cap situation. Fourth point is western approach. WRT getting some more bodies down there. So far, Hospice is looking pretty good. Just got a couple blueberries left over. No serious threat, though. We do have one garrison on the border to the south established by Charlie Squad. Two-person Stewie. Ghost and Ludo. Let's go check out the defense on western approach. Gaston. Havoc pushing over here in the creek. Fessinger. Havoc goes prone. Bleeding out just a little bit. Tigrajo. Tigrajo. Seguri. Nope, nope. Havoc Gaston holding the creek bed. Forge over there in the bush to the left. Another P4 coming down below towards the defense on western approach. First Tiger just spawned. WRT begins moving into the circle. Nobody here from SOH to defend at the moment. We got Vida Loca pushing to the left. Oh, Vida Loca's gonna have some big frags. No, rocket comes in from Dele Poste. Angelo. Nazdam. Angelo about to go up against a 1 vs 3. Angelo. Gets one. Camp Progress comes back. We do have the P4, remember? Rooster. Yeah, but nail Angelo. Panzer 4 parks itself right in the circle. Gaston over here to the left. Gaston. Gaston. Oh. Gaston has that 1 grand. Gonna pull out the bazooka, maybe? Nope. Maybe not. Maybe he has the Thompson. Gaston. Pulls out the satchel. Yep, got the satchel. Kakashi, 69. No, and what was that? I think he put a mine down, maybe. Bobby run goes through. It's going to be a little bit off. Camp Progress is going to stall. I think the P4 is okay. No satchel on the P4, I'm pretty sure. Couple blueberries hanging out by Hospice, moving in just a smidgen. Puma splashing over here to the back. Raspberries begin stacking the 4-story. We got Zero Drama, Havoc inside. Bronoff over there to the left. Gotta get a satchel on this building as soon as possible. Supply truck rolls right into the middle. No, the rocket sails forth. Smithers BF commanding tonight for SOH. Guns down 1 in the 4-story. Smithers BF. Let's go get a POV of Smithers BF. Smithers BF holds. Gonna take a second advantage. Camp Progress still coming in for the Allies. Let's see how Smithers BF handles this. The commander in a very tense situation. Footsteps all around. Smithers BF. Taking a second here to think about the situation. Pokes out. Sees one. Oh, gets one in front of the window. Airhead plane marked over there to the east. One airhead did land. We have a bombing run called in for a WRT over here to the back line. Let's go see how this bombing run works. The Puma's going right by it. The Puma stops. Oh no, the Puma's gonna back up. Oof, the Puma's gonna take a big beating right there. But WRT keeps the pressure on. SOH barely holding on to this. One Tiger takes one hit. Gonna keep splashing. We have a counter airhead going in on Hospice. Commander Smithers BF playing with fire right now, but doesn't care. Round comes into the Tiger from the back on a Stewie. The Stewie's over there. The Tiger's engined. Stewie needs to circle around to hit the booty. Ricochets off the side. Meso. Does Meso have a rocket? Tiger begins to turn. Does it have a shot on the Stewie? Tiger turns, misses. Stewie's gonna cruise off, try to get to safety. This Tiger's gonna need to get some repairs in as soon as possible. Smithers BF still holding. Puts down a garrison. But there's a couple raspberries right above, so Smithers BF is going to have to deal with that. Smithers BF pokes out. Cap progress still comes in. Oh, no, now it goes back in favor of the Axis. The counter airhead was found, so that is not an option. We do have Charlie Squad, though, in the back as one outpost down there to the southeast. Rockets sail over into the Tiger. Garrison's still locked. Smithers BF has no choice but to explore the building. Smithers BF seeing if he has an angle down below. Nope, nobody's in that room. Must go up to the top floor. Smithers BF gets one. No! Gets gunned down from the top. Tiger gets closer to the circle. We have a Puma coming on back, but the Tiger gets knocked out. And SOH will go down 1-4. With an hour, 11 minutes left to go. Fifth point is Volivville. There's nothing set up there. But no raspberries are within striking distance. And WRT will go up 4-1. What a brutal fight over Western Approach. Volivville, bare naked. 100 supplies near. SL's rushing back to get that garrison up. WRT has one outpost down to the south. 76 is relocating from Hospice, it looks like. Oh, the Panzer IV crew is facing... That's why it was confusing me. It's facing... They got their turret to the rears. Goroka repairing real quick. SOH's trying a little bit of a counterattack, but WRT is holding strong, bringing in reinforcements. They got the garrisons reestablished. We got a Puma down to the south. Goroka gets gunned down. Gaston to the rears. Gaston looking to put a satchel on. Gaston comes over to the left. Places it in the track. And this P4, you'll be going ba-ba-ba-dooey. Oh, 69 jumps out. 69. Nope. Oh, out of ammo. Pistol versus Thompson. 69. Oh, man. 69 uses 2 clips. Gaston 2 magazines. Jumps back in the P4. Matter is unsettled, but the P4 we're going ba-ba-ba-dooey anyways. Gaston, there we go. Rough start for SOH's armor crews. Allied tanks moving on down the road here. Western approach pretty much cleared out. WRT forming up their front line. Blueberries have pretty much pulled back and are working on a reset. Hour and 9 minutes left to go, so anything is possible. One that the team goes down 1-4 this early, it's surely not over. Especially in a 30 versus 30. Especially. Neymar. Conan wins the 1 versus 1. Panzer IV using the right side of the glider wing as cover right there. Don't know if I've ever seen a tank use the glider wing as cover. Tiago. Gets wasted by Gustavo and Rooster. Panzer IV tries to push the open field but gets double clapped by the 76 and 75. Angelo. In the wheat field right now. Prone. Waiting to make a move. .76, .75 working together here. Puma down to the south. Volivville defense looks okay. Western approach. No real threat there. WRT looks nice, safe, and secure. Just got a few probes. George squad. And then we have another blueberry. Charlie setting up maybe a garrison up here for a double... a little flipperooski over there to Hospice. If they're able to cap Western approach. Angelo is not AT, would be able to maybe fake the tank crews out, perhaps. The raspberries begin to get a little bit closer here. Forge. No! Artillery strike comes in right on his head. For those of you just joining me, I am your host tonight, Smithers, for this off-season competitive league matchup between SOH and WRT here on SME with Hospice as a midpoint. So far, we have seen 2 captures, both going to WRT on Hospice, then Western approach, and now they're trying to figure out what their offense will look like for Volivville. They're getting closer and closer. WRT setting up one garrison on the far perimeter. We do have a Puma over here to the back. Circling around, but immediately gets clamped by the 76. The 76 will not be taken by surprise. Conan pops Apollo. You got it. Line low. Conan dodges the STG rounds. You got it. Both going the opposite way. You got it, comes around, jumps. Conan dodges. Oh, now Conan's going this way. You got it. Looks. Nope. Who will win, Conan or your god? Oh, Conan wins the 1 versus 1. Oh, those little micro engagements. Can't beat them. So good. Garrison's been marked. Zero drama. Takes a second to bandage. Solid exchange there with you, God. Bruno waits. Pate filled. Still have the garrison up here in D3. 76 holding back. We do have a medium 75. Medium 75 in prime position to knock out the Tiger. Oh my gosh, Tiger didn't get the intel. 75 is waiting for the perfect moment. Furia Motel. Fury up, Fury up, Fury up. Oh no! 75 is not firing, everybody. Oh, no, there you go. They fired, but it was too short. Oh no! The Tiger begins to turn. Lining up for a shot here. 75 may have another one. And yes, they do! And the 75 knocks out the Tiger. What a good example of trigger discipline there by the medium Sherman. Waited until the Tiger was far enough away so they can have more opportunities just in case something went wrong like they did with the short shot that hit the ground. Okay, SOH trying to hold here onto 5th. Cantelli fires one rocket toward the 75. Go to POV to Cantelli. Fires another one. Gonna try to get some cover here behind the building. Doesn't work out. And remember, everybody, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button if you could, please. Furiado. Nope. Almeida guns him down with the shotgun. And the 75 begins pushing on towards the circle. WRT looking really strong. They got the 76, the 75 making their way here. Supply truck gets destroyed. Don't see any more tanks for the Axis. Oh, no, there we go. The P4 is in the hard cap, but the 75 is right behind him. Potoquino gets wiped. And down goes the P4. And it doesn't look that good for SOH. Gonna need to see some more Axis Panzerschrecks to deal with this armor advantage that the Allies have. A little bit of movement there on Western approach. Just a little bit. We have Charlie's OP. We got this garrison up to the north. 75 just doing what it wants to Volivville. Gotta see some Panzerschrecks. Potoquino. Potoquino. Maybe up to him. What's one in? Gotta take a second to reload real quick. Potoquino. Now the 75 is running away. 76 is starting to push to south. Another P4 spawned to middle HQ. Cantelli. Cantelli. No! Mixes up to the right. 75 is going to continue moving off. Smithers BF can only watch. Furia Mortel coming over to the top left. May have an angle on it. Furia Mortel lines up. Oof, a little bit short. And the medium Sherman, no doubt feeling pretty good about its situation. Furia Mortel gets gunned down. A little bit of cap progress on Western approach, but not enough OPs really to make a big threat. Need at least probably 2 more outposts considering the front line that they have right here. 76 is making its way to the hard camp. The 76 clamped that P4 that was on defense. Gonna need to see some big AT plays. Mouse, Cataquiro, and Caballero come over here and get inside the circle. We may see a defensive bombing run momentarily. We're sitting at 170 munitions, 96 manpower, and 290, so maybe not. Offensive airhead called in on the front line. Rocket from Contelli to the back of the 76, but we got plenty of raspberries here to deal with them. No, they bow him down. Strafing run goes through. I don't think it got much. The Puma's on its way, trying to make a little bit of a difference here. 76 hits a mine, I believe. Puma goes up right behind it. Puma gets one into the back. Puma's going to try again. 76 is going to curl over to the right. Puma. 76 ricochets off the Puma. The bombing run goes towards Western. Blueberries start pouring on back towards Volivville. They're going to need to get a big proxy satchel on that building in order to save this. Zask over to the left. Your God guns him down. Reinforce has been dropped. Blueberries pouring in from middle. They still have the garrison over there to the west. They're trying to make their way towards a hard camp. WRT has that airhead right down to the southeast. You got Ratak. Ratak may be legged out. Not too sure. You got gets wiped. Raspberries begin stacking the building. Smithers BF jumping on the circle. Gonna have to win a few frags here. No, Smithers BF gets wiped. Vita Loca. Oh, what a rocket! Sails on forward. And nails a raspberry. Blueberries on full defense. Holding the line. Cap progress is going back in favor of the Axis. Charlie squad still hanging out by western approach. Still got that garrison up there. Can we see SOH defend Volivville just enough and throw bodies at western? WRT is pretty committed to this. The airhead is about to expire, though. The nearest garrison is over there to the east. Camp progress continues to come back in, though. Allies gaining momentum back. Nope, the Axis are. Just got to see a couple proxy satchels, and all this will be clear. We do have the Lukes storming on towards the circle. The medium 75 coming out, or Luke's heading from the north. Medium 75 pouring in. The Jumbo 76, I think, went back to western. There's the medium. Lines up for the shot on the Lukes. Gets it. Oh, man. This is just blueberry on raspberry action. Defensive bombing run on its way. The bombing run's going to go west to east. If it was north to south, it probably would get a big chunk. Flamethrower comes in from Della Posta. But of course, remember, I have the advantage of having admin camp. Never forget that. Della Posta flaming about, wiping out the blueberries as they try to pour forward. The bomber run, I don't know what it'll get. No, everybody is stacked inside the building. Blueberries are trying to pour forward. Cap is almost there for WRT, and they will get it. WRT comes away with the 5-0 over SOH. We'll go give commends to Commander Smithers BF. Go to the very top. There we go. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for joining me. Pretty straightforward match. WRT came in with just a little bit more momentum. Captured Hospice, went down the western approach, and then pushed on forward to Volivville. And we're able to get that and secure the 5-0. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me. I'm going to have one more stream later tonight. It should start around 9:30 p.m. Eastern, I believe. So be sure to tune in then. It'll be a match between Glows and Ocelots on Hurricane with Siegfried Line as the midpoint. So should be good. Should be good. Okay.